Hi everybody, welcome to session 3 of the Insider Live. I'm Becca Robinson, again, like always, and today I'm actually coming to you from inside of our camper, our fifth wheel, and I wanted a little change of location, but I also wanted to be in here because this is something that coaching allowed me the freedom to do that I never expected, and I thought I would just honor that by recording this video that's all about the business of coaching inside of this space that came into my life because of coaching. So if you haven't followed me online for very long, you might not know, but this year my family bought a fifth wheel camper, which is like an RV, and our goal is to be able to travel the United States next year. So we've been taking little mini trips getting ready, and I'm going to be redoing it. You can see some of the kind of 90s style stuff behind me, but I love it. It is just basically a little tiny house on wheels. And because coaching can be done from anywhere that I have internet, we have a lot of freedom to be able to do something like this as a family that we never thought we would be able to have. So I just think that's kind of special, and I wanted to be in the camper while I was talking to you today about the business of coaching. So today, I have a lot of stuff to cover, so I'm going to try and be as concise as possible to honor your time, but I also know that this is the subject that everybody has lots of questions about, so I want to make sure that I answer them all. So we're getting down to business today, and I told you guys I would be talking to you all about the business side of coaching, how coaches make money, who's on my team, what a day in the life of a coach looks like. So I want to make sure that I cover all those things. But if there's something that is unclear to you or something that you have a question about afterward, please don't be afraid to write it in the comments below. That this is a safe space for you to be able to ask questions, and I'm happy to dig deeper and answer them if you have anything that it sparks in your mind. So let's talk about what coaching looks like in the day-to-day, because I know that this job is kind of abstract. It's not a career position that is super common, so a lot of you guys watching may wonder, well, what exactly do coaches do all day? And that is something that definitely has changed for me from my first few months as a coach, my first year as a coach, to now. When I first started as a coach, I committed to at least an hour a day of working on my business because I was still working my previous full-time job. So I was coaching in addition to that. And I think that's where a lot of people start. A lot of people come into this with commitments in their life already, and coaching is something that gets added to them. So I always tell coaches on my team, if you can give me an hour or two that you can commit to consistently pouring into this business, then you can really build something of substance if you stick with it. And I know that that may sound a little bit, actually that could sound two different ways to you. That could sound like a lot of time to you if you feel like you're already stretched pretty thin, or that could sound like not a lot of time to be putting into something that could be so big. And both of those things can be true. But the cool thing about coaching is that since it is so mobile, since it is so accessible, it fits into all the nooks and crannies of your day. That hour could be all at one time, sitting down at a desk and being super focused, or that could be 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there throughout your day when you get little breaks on your lunch break from work, when the kids are napping, at the end of the day when all of your stuff is done and you have some time to yourself. And there's so many coaches who build successful, huge, career-sized businesses, starting with those humble beginnings of just a focused hour or so a day of time putting into their business. So it's 100% possible. Now that coaching is my full-time gig, I don't have that other job that I'm balancing. So I do spend more time on coaching than I did before, but the cool thing about it is that it's on my own terms. So I make my own hours. I get to pick what days I want to work. I get to pick where I want to work from, whether I want to work from my house, where I live, whether we want to be traveling in the RV, whether I want to go somewhere, and that's pretty cool. So my days now look a little bit different. I spend a little bit more time on it because it's my job, but I still try and keep my time very focused and honoring the things that are important to me in my life. I never want coaching to be something that takes over all of the reasons why I'm coaching. I built this business because I wanted freedom and flexibility for my family, so I never want to not be spending time with my family because of that. So a day in the life of a coach in the beginning could look like waking up and doing a workout if you're a morning workout person, drinking your Shakeology and maybe doing a post about it on your social media so that you can inspire other people or just share your journey. And then maybe you spend 10 or 15 minutes doing some personal development, which is super important if you're a coach. That just means strengthening the things that you may be weak in. We talked about that yesterday. And that could be reading a book. It could be listening to a podcast. It could be watching a TED Talk or a seminar on YouTube, something like that. Maybe the time that you spend in personal development is an audiobook in the car while you're taking the kids to school or while you're on their way to your job. Then maybe later in the day, you spend 15 or 20 minutes answering some messages from people who have sent you a message to ask about what you're doing, or reaching out to people and inviting them to join you in what you're doing, saying, you know, my coach has this cool challenge group coming up that I want to do, and I'd love if you would join me and be an accountability buddy. Or if someone says, hey, you look incredible, what are you doing in your life? You spend some time writing them back and saying, this is what I'm doing, this is the new system I'm doing, this is what I'm plugged into, it's amazing, do you want to join me, do you want to do it with me? So maybe you spend some time doing that. And then maybe a little bit later in the day, you spend some time working on becoming a better coach. So maybe you carve out a little bit of time to do one of our team trainings and do an assignment that's going to help you learn how to be a better coach or how to move your business forward, how to be a better leader. So that is what coaching can look like in the beginning. For me now, coaching looks like a lot of different things. So I get up and I check in with my challengers, because every single month I run a challenge group, and I post for the day, and I go and I look through all the stuff that people have posted since last time I was in there, and I answer questions and I give encouragement, and I'll message a couple of those people individually and just see how they're doing with their program, see where they're struggling, see what victories they've had, encourage them, let them know how proud I am of them for doing this. And I'll answer messages from people who have asked me questions or who are maybe interested in joining my next challenge group or want to talk to me about joining our team. And I'll spend some time, sending them the information they want and answering the questions that they have. Then usually I spend some time doing just something that I want to do. So maybe it's playing with my son or going out to lunch with my husband or doing something together as a family. Later in the day, I usually spend some time working on stuff for our team. So at this point, I have built a pretty good-sized team, and I want to give them as much of a heads up as possible. I want to make things as simple as possible for the coaches that join with me. And for everything that I learn, I want to pay that forward so someone doesn't have to learn by the same mistakes that I did. They can learn from my experience and they can move ahead faster than I did. So I will work on fun games that we can play as a team, or trainings, or team calls. Every single week I lead a team call, which is basically free training and a way for you to connect with the other coaches in our team, to get some FaceTime, to ask questions, all that kind of stuff. So I will spend some time working on those kinds of things, which I love because, as I told you before, helping other people grow successful businesses and get themselves unstuck from situations that they don't want to be in is one of my huge passions. So I love working on stuff that helps the people on our team to develop more as business people and as leaders. That's huge for me. And so that's what a day in my life looks like. Sometimes I get asked by corporate to work on trainings for them, or other coaches on other teams will ask me to speak to their team, but that's not an every single day or every single week thing, so that gets fit into other little nooks and crannies in my life, and I coach on the fly. I am not a super type A personality type, so I like to go with the flow. So if I'm not feeling super inspired at a certain point in time, that's okay. I'll wait and I'll do my posts or my inspiration, or I'll write a blog post, or I'll share later in the day when I do get inspired. So that is something that I love about coaching, that it's so flexible, that it doesn't have to be a one-size-fits-all thing. I have coaches on my team from all walks of life, and that is one of the coolest things, is watching people that come from different backgrounds, that come from different talents and trainings, that come from different industries, that are in all different stages of life. And everybody still has this thing that connects us all, which is this desire to create freedom for themselves and their family, and a desire to help other people do the same thing. At our Diamond Retreat this fall, which was an all-expense-paid beach vacation that I gifted to the leaders on my team, we were talking about our stories and where we came from and what our why was. What was the passion that drove us during the beginning stages to kind of get over that hump of your business? Because anytime you start something new, there's a learning curve. And sometimes people just have a hard time getting past that. People don't love the learning stage. None of us love having to try things and fail at them and then try again and get better. Everybody just wants to be good at stuff right from the very beginning, right? We all like that. But sometimes we have to learn and grow, and there are growing pains. So what helped them get past that? What was their why? And the beautiful, beautiful thing about that time of sharing was that even though we had people from all different age groups, even though we had moms, we had working moms, we had stay-at-home moms, we had people that didn't have kids, we had people who were very career-driven in what they were doing outside of coaching. We had people that wanted to replace their career with coaching. So we had people from all over the spectrum. And the cool thing was that every single person shared that there was this moment where they realized that what they wanted in their life was to be able to get themselves free from the shackles of the things that they didn't want, from having to have someone else be your boss and dictate your schedule and when you can go on vacation and when you can be with your family, and how much you can get paid. And they wanted to break free of those things, and they wanted to create this life of potential and of freedom for themselves and then for their families, to be able to show their kids that as well. And then once they got a taste of that, they became super passionate about being able to help other people to have the same experience. Because once you get a taste of that, you just see how incredible it is, and you want to help every single other person have that same awesome feeling and awesome experience. So that was the common thread. I told you I would tell you who the people on our team are. And the people on our team are people who that is what they're passionate about. They want to see other people break free from the things that hold them back from greatness, and break free from the things that hold them back from the dreams they want to accomplish in their life. The American dream that we have, it becomes disillusioned for so many of us. We have all these student loans, we get out of school, we have a job that we maybe like, maybe we don't like, maybe we like our industry, but we don't like the place we work, we don't like the people we work with, or it wasn't everything we expected it to be. Or maybe we love what we do, but the pay isn't there, and we can't get past this ceiling, and our life can't move forward because we can never get paid enough money to do the things that we want or to move forward. And we're passionate about it, but it's just not linking up with what we need in our life. And this idea of go to school, get a degree, get a job, work there, save for retirement, have kids, buy a house, everybody gets into this process, and you realize that you have all of this responsibility, all of these shackles in your life, all of these people telling you what you can do, where you can go, how much you can make, what you can buy. And you feel so trapped in this lifestyle, and you feel like you can't get ahead. You feel like no matter how hard you try, something has to give and nothing's giving. And so for all of us, we realized that we didn't want that to be our life anymore. And we wanted to be able to live life on our own terms. A phrase you'll hear me say a lot and write a lot is life by design. So you're designing it. You're the architect of your day. You're the architect of your life. You're the architect of your income for your family. And that freedom is incredible. And so all of us became super passionate, I would say hyper passionate, about being able to pay that forward to other people and see them experience the same incredible changes in their life that we've been able to have. So that is who is on my team. There's not one type of person that is on my team. The common thread is this passion and this drive and a no excuses kind of mentality. These are people who have just decided that they're going to make it happen in their life, and they're going to do what it takes till they get there. And that is what separates us as a team. That's why we're one of the fastest growing teams in the entire network. That's why we went from a brand new team to being in the top 30 within 2 years. That's why we're going to be in the top 10 either next year or the year after that, because we're so passionate about what we're doing, and because we genuinely care about helping other people to have that same amazing experience. So that's a little bit about all of that. Let me check my notes to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, okay. I was going to tell you about my numbers and how I grew my business to being able to support our family. So the business of coaching works like this. It's pretty amazing and pretty cool. It's unlike anything else I've ever seen in my life. The way that Beachbody's business side of things is structured is that you get rewarded as a coach. Your success, your income growth, all of it is directly correlated to the amount of people you help to be successful at whatever they want to do. So this works in two ways as a coach. Number one, the first way is you helping people, your challengers is what we call them, helping them to hit their goals with their health and fitness. So you lead a challenge group and you have people come in that want to commit to a month of healthy habits, and you help them, you hook them up with a program in Shakeology, and then you help them go through it. You give them that accountability. And the more successful they are, the better you do as a coach, because you have these people that are coming in and they're participating and they're staying plugged in with these programs and they're telling other people about it that are coming to you. So that's way number one. Way number two is when you have coaches under you and you help them be successful. So once you get going and you have challengers and people see what you're doing, they're going to naturally be interested and they're going to naturally want to take part with you. So when you do have people that decide that they want to be coaches with you, it's your job to mentor them the same way I mentor you, and to teach them how to be successful, to give them all the same tools, to plug them into trainings, to teach them the things that you learned. And the more successful they are, the more successful you are. So it's all this like circle, and everybody is interrelated, and it's this rising water lifts all ships sort of situation. And that's what makes the business side of coaching so personally fulfilling. It's not just about the money. Yes, this is an amazing opportunity with practically limitless potential, but the cool thing is that you're making money directly correlated to how many people you are genuinely helping to be successful at what they're doing. So it becomes this thing where, yeah, it feels great to make money, but it also feels even better because you know that you're making it because other people are having success at what they're doing. So you're earning it by helping other people be successful. It's the coolest thing. As a coach, you can make money in two ways. Let's get down to business, right? When you sign up as a coach, you instantly, the minute your account is open, you have the potential to earn 25% of commissions on retail sales to customers. So if you sign up as a coach and you tell your sister what you're doing and she wants to buy a challenge pack and do the same group with you and commit to getting healthy, then you instantly earn a commission off that order. If someone sees what you're doing and they want to try Shakeology, or they want to try a program, or they want to try the Performance Line or Shakeology Boosts, and you give them your affiliate links and they order through you, then you instantly get 25% commission. And Beachbody pays out every single week, so a weekly paycheck. And there's no real limit to that. I mean, you're just one person, so obviously you can only do so much, but that's a pretty cool thing, that you're not stuck waiting around. There's not a minimum before you can earn an income. You can literally do it from the second your account is open. So that's pretty cool. And that's the truth for as long as you're a coach. You can always make those commissions off your sales. The second way that coaches make income, and the way that I was really able to go from making kind of part-time money that helped, it was almost like people call it mad money, to help offset the cost of my own fitness programs, my own Shakeology. The way that I was able to move from that to building a 6-figure plus full-time income that's now our family's entire household income was from building a team and helping them be successful. So the second way you can earn income as a coach is based on the volume of your team. So your team is coaches that sign up with you as their mentor, you as their coach, and then everybody down from that. And the way, like I was saying before, you get paid based off how successful the people are that you're helping. So you can earn money based off the volume of your team. So as your team starts going, and as the coaches under you learn how to earn commissions off of sales, and as they add coaches and teach them how to be successful, that all adds up to your team volume. And when you are a coach and you hit your first promotion, which is called Emerald, you open up what is called your team bonus banks. And that is when you can start earning money based off the volume of your team. And that's weekly, and it grows as your team grows. And it's a pretty cool thing, because in this company, you can leverage, you're only one person, right? So you could only go out and sell so many challenge packs, or you could only talk to so many people because you're one person. But Beachbody allows you to leverage yourself across an entire team of people, and they reward you based on how well that team does. So as other people join in and they want to create this life of freedom for themselves, as you help them learn how to do that, and as they start doing it successfully, you get rewarded in this area of volume. So that's a pretty cool thing. Beachbody also has all kinds of other incentives, like a Success Club trip, which is a free vacation, an all-expense paid vacation that you can earn. You can also earn a ticket to Summit, which is Beachbody's big annual convention, which is, I think, about a $300 value. Beachbody does giveaways and incentives every month where you can earn free stuff just by doing the bare minimums of what we do as coaches. So as long as you are moving forward pretty much, you can earn these cool extras. And then there's all kinds of other trips that they do as you move up into the leadership ranks that you can earn and get to go on to be poured into by the company and by corporate to be the best leader that you can be. So that's pretty awesome. So that is what I did, and the cool thing about this is that I am a 100% open book. So when you join my team, you have access to every tool, every resource, every training that I had. I'm going to give it all to you so that you have exactly the same stuff that I had to be successful. All the tools are there, all the resources there. All you have to do is take it and run with it and make it your own and just do it. It's that simple. And you have the incredible community support of our team, which is just the most amazing family with people who genuinely care about each other and each other's success and who genuinely want to root for you to find your passion, to find your own success in this as well, and that are going to be there to help you, to give you suggestions, to give you tips, to point you in the right direction if you start to get off course. It's pretty cool. And then you also have me as your mentor, and I'll be there every step of the way helping you to set goals, helping you to engineer your way to them, getting you plugged into the right tools and trainings that you need to be able to be successful at whatever you want to do. Maybe you just want to come in it and you just want to make enough money so that you can keep buying more programs and keep getting fitter and try Shakeology and try the performance line, and you just want to make enough money so that you break even, so that you're not hurting your family's budget. Then that's cool. That's a great goal, and I will put you on a path to be able to accomplish that. Maybe you want to come into this and you want to supplement your family's income and you want to bring in a part-time income. That's an incredible goal, and it's something you can absolutely achieve. And I'm going to put you on the right path with the right tools and trainings to accomplish that. We'll reverse engineer it, we'll set goal dates, and we'll get you there every step of the way. And maybe you're like me, and you see the potential, and there's a tiny little ember of spark inside of you that says, what if I could really do this? What if this could replace my income? What if this could replace our family's income? What if I could retire my spouse? What if I could become a six-figure earner and beyond? What if this could be what I really do? And you want to run out of the gate and you want to give it everything you've got and you're not going to stop until you get there, then I will run right alongside you every step of the way, and I will cheer you on, and I will give you everything I have to help you be successful at that goal. So whatever it is, whatever you want to do, I am here to support you in that. Whatever level, whatever speed, I'm here to go right beside you. If you want to walk, I'll walk. If you want to run, I'll run. If you want to sprint, I will sprint right there with you. So that is a little bit about how the business works. I know it's a pretty basic overview because I could talk about it for years and years, and I want to keep this under 25 minutes. So if you have questions, please ask them below. I'm happy to dig deeper. And please come back tomorrow for our last session, which is keeping it real, which is me talking about some of the struggles that I had as a coach that I overcome, some of the doubts in my mind, some of the negative Nellies in my life, and how I got past that to find success as a coach. Thank you guys so much for being here. I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow.